It is time to get raw. It is time to get down. It is time for the number one source of all things WWE. I am the one, the only John the Bone Swallow. And with me, with me is our head of the table, the MVP, Marco. What's up, Marco?
Oh man, it's a new year. Yes, it is. I was waiting to say that all day, but yeah, man, new year with a Raw down, and it's already up to a very, very, very interesting start for us. This is I think this is the first time in a long time where I am totally like
confused.
I'm coming into this now. Here's my New Year's resolution for like for these types of shows, because obviously I do Chick-fil-A this and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To not try to book. I'm not trying to book anything, because this year in particular, I think if you try to book something, and we talked about this before, where obviously we're Marks at heart, and something doesn't go our way, what's going to happen? We're going to automatically be sour about it, blah, blah, blah. So I'm coming in with no book. I'm not booking anything. I'm going to make, kind of predictions and, see how everything goes. But I'm not trying to book. I'm not booking.
You got to win the Striz app. So,
yeah, I mean, well, when we do the predictions, yeah, of course. But as far as booking, I am not booking the next, January? I'm not booking anything until April, because I have no clue, and we'll get into it because there's a lot to talk about.
I have my ideas, but I'm like you said, I'm not going to be disappointed with them. Already
reading comments.
I'm pretty sure that must be Tyson. Hey yo hey, it just shows up Facebook user, but I think you have to allow StreamYard to whatever on Facebook. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, but I know that's our boy Tyson in the chat. But yeah, I mean, crazy. Just when you think you got things figured out, not so much. But we got a lot to discuss. Mm-hmm. Some people departing the company. So of course, some people maybe coming in. A lot of outside the ring news. So I think we should start off with an oldie but goodie here. Well, actually, before we do that, we'll go outside the ropes.
Outside the ropes.
All right, so we got to hit our sometimes we don't like to hit this drop, but for this one, I think it's very well suited. So we're okay with it.
You're fired.
You're fired. I'm sorry. You're fired. Get out of here.
You're fired. I suppose you're fired.
How the hell are you going to get fired on your day off? You're fired.
Well, yes. So Mr. Kevin Dunn.
Yes.
The executive producer for the longest time, Kevin Dunn, just brand the TV production, is done.
He is done, yes.
Mr. Beaver.
He can go build his dams now where he's going.
Go build your damn dams there, Beaver boy. Bucky Beaver boy.
Oh, man. And obviously the stories about, how he's handled, the women talent and stuff like that.
Right. That I mean, it's just in general. He's just
not doesn't seem like a nice. I mean, he was on remember Total Divas. He would show up every now and then on that show. Yeah, he was like, I mean, when they show like the backstage stuff,
Okay.
he was not a nice guy to them. He was like very, you know,
He seems like an
not very
asshole.
sympathetic. Not like, not that he has to be. I mean, he's not there to be their friend, but at the same time, you know, you're in management. You have to have some type of like, you know, some type of human side to you. This dude was just like straight, like, you know, obviously we know like Mickey James and all that stuff. What happened?
Oh, you're thinking of Carano, then?
Carano, yes, I'm thinking of Carano, yeah.
But it actually looks a lot similar. But
Dunn was on, yeah, he was on.
Dunn was right there with him. I mean, you know, he was just, you know, first of all, the biggest reason why I wanted to leave this off is it's officially the end of the Vince era now. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
Pritchard is still
Pritchard,
but he's
and
see,
Mr. Doot is there still.
Yeah, see, I think Pritchard and like Michael Hayes are more or less like, I'm not sure if they're Vince dudes, really. I think they're more or less like they're gonna go with whoever, you know.
I think Pritchard's a Vince dude, which is fine. Yes.
Yeah, true.
Actually, that's a better.
I think Pritchard's more just like, I'm just gonna go with whoever.
They're
yes, man. That's what they are. They're Triple H. Yes, Triple H.
Yes, Mr. You know what? Can I spit the water into your mouth, Mr. H?
Whereas like the Dunns and the Laurinaitis, those are Vince guys. Like they were like hardcore, like we go, Vince go. I'm surprised it took them that long to. I thought he was gonna be gone like right when Vince and Laurinaitis, but yeah, no more shaky cams. That's the
I don't know about that. I'm not really I'm not really expecting that to go away, to be honest with you.
Did you see that video someone posted? It was like a fan video from like they were next to the entrance ramp, and it's like I think it was like an old Raw. It wasn't like anything recent, but it was someone like getting beat up on the ramp, right on the entrance ramp, and you see the camera guy going like this, like up and down, just moving up and down, like
yeah. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that. Also, we could talk
awful.
Something that was also weird that I saw recently. This is kind of off subject, but CM Punk, of course, made his in-ring return. And that cameraman just like in his ass, like just like what was that all about? It was weird.
I don't know. He's maybe I don't know. Maybe OnlyFans, maybe the WWE version. You never know. WWE covers all social media, so
you know what? I heard it was actually our boy Tom.
Are you kidding me? It's CM Punk, baby.
He was.
That's who it was. He was a cameraman. He was right up there, huh? Get a good shot of old Pepsi Phil.
Pepsi Phil, baby. But it was, it's just something that's very interesting. Kevin Dunn, not a good guy. Glad that he's gone. I think he was in such a weird position because he had Vince's ear for some reason, even for like talent. Like, they're not going to look great on TV, that kind of thing. And it's just like, dude, what do you know about wrestling? I mean,
was he the one that said Becky Lynch wasn't good looking enough to be on TV?
Very possibly.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of wrestlers' careers that been hindered because of Kevin Dunn.
Yeah, because he didn't think they were TV ready or TV appropriate looking. Like,
there he is. There's Tyson. Yeah. I forgot to mention too. So we are live on Patreon. I should have mentioned that from the top.
Yes, that's the most important part.
Yeah. So make sure if you want to watch this video version, of course, head over to patreon.com/theturnbuckle-tavern. You can watch the video version as well, or you could join our Facebook group as well. So we're having a lot of fun in there. Check all that. $2.99, guys. Only $2.99. Come on now. Jeez. Can't afford $2.99. I mean, come on.
Cup of coffee. That's all it is. Maybe, I don't even know. Coffee might be like
more expensive
nowadays. Yeah.
I got 2 Super Grandes yesterday and a breakfast sandwich for $20. So I know that was more than $2.99.
Yeah.
So
damn.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else we want to say about Kevin Dunn?
I mean, see ya. I seen, Nick Khan took great pride and liberties and sending that. I'm not sure if you got to read the
I did not see this
thing he put out. Nick Khan, he put out like a about like I think it was like a 4 or 5 paragraph like thing about 40 after 40 plus years, blah. The corporate thing, like Kevin Dunn's moving, he's leaving our company, blah blah, and he started WrestleMania 1, and you go through the whole career, but obviously he's not going to add the other stuff where he wasn't very popular with with coworkers and that type of stuff. So, but yeah, he put out that press release to his it was like an internal thing, but they made it public.
Oh, it was okay. Okay, all right.
But yeah, it was basically Nick Khan, giving him the boot ski, as they like to say. So
boots to ass.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure it was him. He was the one that said Becky Lynch wasn't TV ready, or she would never be TV ready, or some crazy thing like that. Obviously, he was dead wrong. So that goes to show right there. I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously we don't want to see people lose their jobs. That's one of the main things.
Yeah, but he's okay. That's fine.
Yeah, it's true. He's a TV producer. He'll get pretty much anywhere. I mean, he might show up he might be all elite. Who knows? Maybe they could use him over there.
Insane. I hope
get some more shaky cams over there.
No. Get up all in girls' asses.
Yeah, Lacey Evans like shots and stuff like that too.
Oh, man, he's the worst. I mean, he did that for years with what's her face, Stacy Keibler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Stacy Keibler.
Love to get those upskirt shots.
Oh my god, awful.
Yeah. Well, on to some different news. It is unfortunate. Raquel Gonzalez is going to be out for some time. I don't exactly have the exact medical terminology.
Yeah, it's like a long
mastostomy or something like that. It basically just a whole bunch of horrible different symptoms she's going to have. I mean, it's not like anything cancerous or anything like that, but it seems like it's kind of a semi-rare disease she has.
Yeah, it's called mast cell activation syndrome.
That's it. Yep, mast cell activation syndrome. Yeah. So, just like I know one of the things is like she was like it causes like allergic reactions.
Yeah,
along those lines.
Yeah, because I guess she has eczema, and she initially that's what she thought it was. I guess obviously going to the doctors and stuff like that, it started getting worse. Like I guess she was getting like physically changing, so that's why you haven't seen her on TV.
Yeah. I think she was like losing muscle strength or something.
Yeah, you losing muscle strength. Like her face was like changing and all that stuff.
Poor thing. That's horrible. Yeah. So definitely thoughts and prayers to her. Hopefully she can get that resolved. Raquel has been one of my favorites for a long time. Ever since I started my podcast 3 years ago, I've been a huge Raquel fan for a long time. Yeah. I think she does need a character change. Hopefully she can come back. Obviously,
yeah.
I'd like to see like a character change. Like I prefer to see her as a heel. I think she is just such a badass. But she seems to do good with kids too. So that's the only little tidbits. I understand why they kind of keep her baby face.
Yeah.
Especially young girls, like they seem to look up to her a lot. So I kind of get that and that aspect, as far as marketing ability. But man, as a character though, I loved when she was just that badass heel.
Yeah, NXT.
Who was she paired with? I'm trying to remember right now.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
They're like Shawn Michaels and Big Daddy Cool.
That's right.
Like that was like their gimmick going there.
Yeah.
She we kind of talked about her being like one of the main women in the women's division, and it's kind of like you say, it's kind of upsetting. Like where you're coming into Mania season, and now she's out. Who knows? She would have been one of the contenders for one of the women's titles, maybe Rhea or something like that.
Yeah, very very much could have been.
Yeah, so
for sure.
The only thing that stinks is that's going to take her spot's going to be taken over by somebody. That's which I'm kind of assuming, and I don't want to think this, but looks like it's looking like it's Nia for some reason. She's going to take that like powerhouse spot because that's what Raquel was. She was on Raw. She was the the powerhouse, like the one that can match strength and stuff with Rhea Ripley. And now, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, let's talk about that because I got some questions to bring up on that too.
We talked, like I said, we spoke about this, how Raquel, Rhea, like Io, Bianca, like all these women that Triple H were under Triple H at one point are the future of the women's division. And like I said, it kind of stinks even more because it's like I said, Mania season. It's road to WrestleMania, and we don't have Charlotte. Charlotte's out. That's a huge blow. Raquel's out. That's another huge blow to the women's division. So, kind of looking. It's kind of looking scarce, but we'll talk about it again. They may have lost another possible big acquisition in the women's.
So, I need someone to step up.
I vow not. That's another thing I'm trying to, for New Year's resolution, not bring up anything AEW related.
Why?
It's based off this. I don't want to go into a rant.
Oh, okay, that's fine. But
I'll just say that.
All right, you're just trying to keep it positive.
I'm trying to keep it positive, but
I got you. You got to speak your mind, brother.
Wearing a stupid hat. Well, not this hat, all right.
Yeah.
Gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a shit?
Furry hat, no furry hat. Who gives a shit? Reminds me of George Costanza from Seinfeld. Whenever he has to wear the furry hat and he loses.
Oh yeah, that's that.
Costanza. Tony Khan.
Oh my god, man, this dude.
Anyways, so another thing when we talk about, like I said, thoughts and prayers, of course, to Raquel. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's nothing too serious for me out for extended or career threatening too.
Yeah.
Tyson's in. This is interesting. Tyson says Emma's had some kind of skin thing that flared up a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. I think I recall that. Yeah, probably. That. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not sure, the diagnosis that Raquel has.
Yeah, I think that also has something to do with it too, like flare ups in your skin or something.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. I guess it's like the low blood pressure. It's like I was just reading
can come with just a lot of weird symptoms.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. A skin ailment can do all that stuff to you, which is they said some stuff I'd never heard of before. When that's a first. That's a first.
You're bleeding.
That was actually Becky last night.
Yeah, well, anyways. All right. Next piece of business we'll talk about. Free agency the free agent market's hot for pro wrestling.
Running wild, yeah.
So Andrade announced today that he's gone. He's leaving AEW.
He's gone, yep.
You gotta think he's going back to the E, right?
I would think so.
Yeah. Going with Mama Flair.
Does if he does he return when she returns? Does he return before? How do they bring him back?
I think he would be a great Raw after WrestleMania return.
Okay.
Or Rumble, Rumble, because it sounds like his contract's up, so that means he wouldn't have a 90-day non-compete.
Yeah.
I don't even know how AEW's contract's structured. I'm just kind of assuming on how wrestling contracts in general is structured, which goes back to how WWE structures their contracts.
Yeah.
But their contract runs out. Typically, you're a free agent.
Yeah.
Which contracts in wrestling, don't get me started on that. Anyways.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see what they do because I just seen a little bit of NXT and it looked like Carlito and LWO was on NXT tonight.
Okay.
They had a match, and I didn't see Zelina. I wasn't sure if she's on NXT. I just seen those guys in the match, but I'm kind of curious to see if he does come back, and she they put her back with
That'd be interesting.
Andrade.
I like that pairing. I like that
Yeah.
pairing a lot.
Put him back there. Have him maybe go as a face against what do you call it?
Santos.
I
kind of like Andrade as a heel, though.
Yeah, that's true. I just want to see them have a match because I know that match is going to
be it would
insane.
be great for sure. Would be great.
Yeah, I'm excited for Andrade, man. He was like one of those dudes that I mean, we used to talk about all the time on Chick Foley. Like, if he didn't leave, we were definitely sure he was going to be like in a title picture at some point.
Oh
like,
yeah,
maybe not win the title, but like be in that have a storyline or maybe get him the title. Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I don't even know if you can. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a mid card title, but
yeah,
maybe World Heavyweight Championship. I could see World Heavyweight.
Yeah, that's a good thing. As much as it was poo-pooed at first, you still have the World Championship because
the second place trophy.
We'll get to it, but
actually the third place because the second place is the Raw Down title.
Yeah, because that
the Triple P.
We'll say this is a long line for Roman's title. And we'll definitely have to get to
is there
that.
ever?
There is a long ass line. The longest I think I've ever seen in recent memory.
Yeah. Get in line, pals. So there's that. There is Trinity. Naomi.
Yes, I see that. Yep.
She's set, I guess, to finish up with the Impact scene, which is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
I like what she was doing at Impact a lot, and there was drawing a lot of eyes to their product, and or TNA, should I say? I want to see TNA succeed. Honestly, TNA has the best women's division out there, bar none.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, they book the best, out of any women's full-fledged American promotion, and it's been like that for years.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to like the Beautiful People and Awesome Kong, and the Knockouts division was just always been great. So, just kind of a bummer, but I think they will move on. I mean, you also got Deonna Purrazzo.
Yep, she's a free agent.
She's a free agent, but that might be interesting. Maybe going to the All Elite side from the rumors are being sparked about.
Yep.
Mercedes Moné.
Yeah.
Where's our girl going?
I don't know. So
it's weird.
Yeah, the last time we heard, things fell out between two parties, someone showed up at Survivor Series.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, it was like, oh, they were in talks, and then CM Punk and WWE, they were in talks, and then talks fell through, and now they don't know what's going on, and it's the same story with Mercedes. It's talks are up in the air, now they're gone. Is it the same thing? I don't know. Is it a way for them to make it a surprise? I'm thinking if they do get Trinity, is that kind of like bait to get back?
And with Punk being there too, I mean, Punk was a big supporter of theirs.
Try to get as many like enticing things like, hey, she's coming back, Punk's there. Maybe you want it, but I don't know what. I'm kind of up in the air with it. I'm not sure if she's. I'm not sure if it's the right place. You think it's the right place for her to go?
I actually talked with our buddy Mayor Aaron a couple weeks ago. So, and what I said on there, and I still stand by it. I don't think it's the right spot for her. And not necessarily because for her personally, but I don't think it's the right move for their women's division. Their women's division is starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think they're using a lot of their homegrown talent right now. And if you just throw Mercedes in there, you're just kind of killing all that steam. You're killing it with Toni Storm. What are you going to do? Not have her have the title? I mean, she's going to have some type of title. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, maybe she could be used as an attraction, I guess, but I don't know. I just feel like everything's rolling good with Toni Storm. Everything's going good with Sky Blue.
Yeah.
You have a lot of homegrown talent. Willow's picking up steam
Yep.
as well too. I think you have a lot of women. So that's the only reason why I say that. However, when we'll talk about this coming up, I do think they're going to need star power at the same time.
Yeah.
And she does bring star power
Exactly
to their promotion. So at the time, yes, when I talked about it a couple of weeks ago, I was like, yeah, they don't need Mercedes necessarily because it would hurt their women's division, but they may be losing some other talent. Obviously, we talked about they're losing Andrade, but
yep.
One big fish out there, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman.
When we get to that, yeah, definitely. But,
so, I don't know where he stands. He's going to be taking some time off, but if he is going, I think they do need her. Yes.
Yeah. It's really one of those things, like you said, it's where like you said, the women's division starting to pick up, like you said, pick up some steam. It's starting to get the gears rolling. There's some interesting storylines, interactions, all that type of stuff that's happening. You definitely don't want to derail Tony Storm right now. I mean, there's no Britt Baker hasn't been on around, so
Tony Storm is on the verge of being a huge babyface. So
yeah. I mean, the gimmicks, what it is. Some people love it. Some people hate it. Some people. I was just reading comments of stuff like after the pay-per-view.
It's over. It's over. So
no, it's way over. You can't.
Yeah,
you can't
deny it.
No, it's. I think she found her niche instead of that kind of like rocker gimmick that they kind of had her in, where
right,
like 80s rock thing, like
which is so good because that's like almost every other women's wrestler, like leathery pants.
Exactly.
I
like the idea.
Have a color or a storm in your name, or
like her
some type of weather in your name.
Dude, even her moveset is like vintage.
Yeah.
And if you watch her wrestle, like she just does body slams. She doesn't do anything like it's like her gear.
Yeah.
It's like old time like women like a Fabulous Moolah or Mae Young like gear. It's amazing, dude. Like I say, you definitely don't want to like. I mean, obviously, if you Tony Khan and you get the money and and you want to kind of derail your rising star, then sign Mercedes.
I mean, it's just all about how you book it. Obviously, I mean, like I said, you have a Mercedes Moné. I mean, if you have the opportunity to sign her. But you got to be careful with your women's division. That's all I'm saying, So, because like I said, Sky Blue, she's pretty damn good. She's entertaining as hell.
She's good, yeah.
And of course, Julia Hart too. That's another one.
Yep. You have Chris Statlander still
Chris
too.
Statlander,
as well. So she's in line for a title shot at some point.
Yeah, she could. Yeah, she could be she could be next world champ potentially.
So, like you said, you still have Britt, even though I'm not sure what she's doing or where she's at, but she's still around.
She's in the Devil's Playground.
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's up with her, but you still have the ROH women's division as well.
Yeah, Athena's been killing it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there's I said if she does show up, I mean it's whatever, but it's better if she just shows up. I mean, WWE technically right now needs her a little bit more. Like I said, like we just said, Raquel's gone, Charlotte's gone. There's really no one for Rhea facing.
There's nobody for Rhea.
So you bring her back.
You got to do her and Rhea for sure.
Yeah, so like
Mania.
unless Jade makes her debut, that's another woman we haven't been speaking about.
So weird.
Yeah, so
weird, but
yeah, we know she had her personal family thing happen, like her passed away and stuff. So, but still, it's like, yeah, we haven't spoken about her yet. We don't know what her spot looks like at in the next few months. But like I said, there was someone else that I seen. Was this? Oh no, we could talk about MJF. I mean,
what are your thoughts on the MJF? Did you read the letter he wrote?
Yes,
the Players Tribune.
Yep.
What was your thoughts on that?
It seemed like it was like a I know like a lot of people saying like it was like a goodbye, message, all that type. It was to me it read like I'm not sure yet what's going to happen. It's up in the air, technically. Longest reign as world champion. Started as a heel. Obviously, he's a face. He's a face when he, lost and stuff like that. He did mention. I'm not sure if did he mention that in that letter, or was that an interview where he talked about him wanting to be more, acting and
Oh yeah, I think by
on TV.
2029 he wants to be.
Yeah, so like he wants to start transitioning into being on TV, not as a wrestler but as an actor.
That's somewhat surprising because I know how big of a wrestling fan he is. But
yeah, into Hollywood, all that type of stuff. Not saying AEW can't get that for you, but there's only one wrestling company that can kind of launch you into that stratosphere with a proven track record,
right?
And obviously that's WWE. Yeah, it just read it read to me like a lot of uncertainty for him anyway. Like giving his thanks and all that stuff, and not saying he's leaving, but saying like he's honestly doesn't know. Like he's right now. I would say you think he's at a crossroads. Like he can go back, right? Like he can re-sign, and continue with the what does he do after? Like so he loses the title. You get he signs, re-signs, finishes the storyline with Adam Cole and all that stuff with the Devil storyline and all that. Maybe wins the title back, and then what after that for him? Like continue to be the champion. Like is there anything new for him to do in AEW? Obviously, there's new challengers and new storylines and stuff. But as far as him, like
they had the swerve. They had the swerve. Their promo battle. Obviously, I mean that was very intriguing. Yeah. And I'm not, you don't even have to do that for the title. I don't even think, I think
no, exactly. That's the thing. Like, it's like, does he stick around and just, be the main, like, not to, use like a Hogan or a Stone Cold or a Rock type of superstar for AEW and push it along? Or do you go, hey, I'm still young. I mean, I kind of want to, take that next step into, my career and kind of, get that launch and that push that I need as far as like his, after, wrestling career, not so much his wrestling career. That's the logical step for him is to sign with WWE as far as, where he wants to go in his next career path anyway. Not as far as the wrestling aspect of it, but like just, TV, movies, media, all that type of stuff. WWE is the logical choice for him to go that route. But
I think he is going to kind of take a step back and just kind of see what, where this TV deal is going to go.
Yeah, it's another thing.
That's going to play a role in it.
Yep.
I know he's got a lot of injuries that he's going to have to heal up, which makes sense to me. He has the shoulder injury. He has the
like a hip injury too, right, or something like that.
Too, yeah. He's got all kind of stuff going on. So,
like
he's got some time off. So,
yeah, still young. Like you said, you can heal. Get all those injuries taken care of, heal up, make himself, marketable, and make himself actually the bidding war of 20. He can literally make himself the bidding war of 2024.
Yeah. Does that kill AEW if he leaves?
Well, let's go with this first before we get to that. Do you think he re-signed already? A lot of people speculate
about 4 weeks ago. Yes, I did. Like up until
World's End when he lost the title.
No. I wouldn't even say that. I would say probably from whenever he cut the infamous promo. You fucking Mark Tony Khan, whatever. Up until about November of this year, I was like, oh yeah, he re-signed. No doubt about it. And then there was those rumblings like, well, no, I didn't. I legitimately don't know where I'm going on.
Like an extension, maybe he signed, like a contract extension, not a full.
No. I thought he had signed. I thought he had signed like
a full on contract.
Yeah, because
like a
mainly
5
because
year.
He really wasn't bringing up the bidding war 2024 that much, So I kind of figured if it was like going to be the real deal,
yeah,
they would have brought it up a little bit more, use that more in storyline.
Yep.
Of course, you had the Devil and the whole Adam Cole things. All that stuff was kind of looming over everything. But I think just now like kind of like looking back and then definitely that week of I was just like very, very curious what's happening. Obviously dropped the tag titles. Once he dropped those tag titles, I was like, oh, that's it. He's dropping the world title.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah. So I was kind of surprised they did the devil unmasking a little bit, but I thought for sure he was going to drop the world title.
Yeah.
But man, I tell you what, if he's gone, it makes me very nervous for AEW.
It does hurt because you did ask me like, if it does it kill him. I don't think it kills AEW.
It doesn't kill them, but they're gonna have to.
It's a huge blow.
Show. This will be a bigger blow than Cody, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah,
and maybe CM Punk too. But I mean, CM Punk if he lasts the next year, that'll be great. But
yeah, like he said, he has a lot of friends over in obviously W. They're all friends. He has friends
right.
You've seen him in like pictures with literally like everybody at parties and stuff like that, like Liv Morgan and all these people. So they all know each other. There's no secret there. But I mean, it's not unfathomable that he would show up in WWE or sign.
No, it's definitely not.
It's not a crazy take. I know before, like you said, like maybe up until that time, yes, it would be. Yeah, no, there's no way he's going anywhere. But then, like you said, as the weeks went along, then he dropped the titles. Then that letter comes out that he writes, that love letter to the to the fans and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said,
which is very classy thing to do.
I like it.
I enjoyed the letter a lot, even though I was like, "Here we go." It did remind me a little bit of Brian Danielson's letter to WWE that he dropped to. Reminded me a little bit. I wonder if we're gonna get this year the Royal Rumble instead of this.
Oh, Philly Phil, stay away, you cancer, get away from me forever.
I don't know if we're gonna get Maxie Max. Stay away from me forever.
No, he's not. I mean, that's the thing. He's not like a bad dude or anything that I've heard of.
I know. I just wanted to drop the Philly Phil.
I mean, obviously we're gonna get to it. We'll talk about it, but it's full right now. It's full for
we'll talk
MJF. That's another thing. Like, but does that entice you as MJF? Do you go, holy shit?
And that's the thing. That
Randy Orton, AJ Styles, fucking LA Knight,
that's
Cody
the thing.
Rhodes, Seth Rollins.
If MJF goes there, where do you put him? And what do you do with everybody else?
That's what I mean. But like,
that's my only caveat to the situation right now. It's like, how do you book MJF? How do you?
I'm not booking. That's it. That's my biggest resolution. I'm not booking MJF.
Nope, you got to do it. You got to do it right now.
I'll make a prediction that if he does get signed, he's definitely going right to the main event spot. They're not.
Oh yeah,
do the AJ Styles treatment
again.
It's like AJ Styles was
again. But what do you do with CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew?
Well, we're gonna get to this. Because this is like a deep dive discussion.
I know.
This is crazy right now. There's a lot of speculation too with
a lot of stuff going on right now.
But yeah, so I think of that too. Like MJF, where does he go? How does he fit in the picture?
Yeah,
I say the Seth side. I say the World Heavyweight Championship side because that's a smaller pool of people. Obviously, you have possibly CM Punk in that line. You have Drew McIntyre, and then after that, who? As far as like heavyweight contenders for Seth Rollins, there's really nobody on Raw besides Drew and CM Punk. MJF could be that third. You do need multiple people going after that world title to make the main title or that whatever that title is interesting anyway. So like you can have those like MJF versus Drew McIntyre matches, MJF versus CM Punk, MJF versus Seth Rollins. Technically Shinsuke's in that boat too as well. He's kind of in the heavyweight picture.
Is he?
So I mean, I guess he's in the main event picture. I'll say
because
he has that thing with Cody and stuff. But yeah, the Raw, the SmackDown side of things, no, don't put him on SmackDown if he does sign. He goes right to Raw. There's too much. There's too much on SmackDown.
I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see how this transpires. It'll be interesting. I wonder if Vince somewhere is doing this.
Hallelujah! Hallelujah and amen! Amen!
Oh, and the other thing we always forget, he's friends with like Pritchard.
He is friends with Pritchard
too as well. He knows Pritchard. He knows Cody, obviously.
Yeah.
It's like I said at the beginning of the show, crazy, unpredictable year. We have no clue what the hell is going on, especially in the world of WWE, because it is wild.
Is everyone here a wrestling fan or sports entertainment?
Well, let's get into Cody, but of course we got to go. We got to lock it up.
Collar and elbow.
Well, what do you guys want to talk about? It doesn't matter what you want to talk about. That's still that from Tom.
Oh man, where do we start?
Well,
let's see.
Let's first of all, let's just, besides the big thing that came out of day one, what was your overall interest, or what did you think of day one?
I thought it was a good show. I want.
Yeah, it's good.
We talked about this before. They should definitely start doing more.
Yeah, it did. That made it more interesting. For sure.
Yeah, more themed pay-per-views, more themed TV shows. So like we have obviously day one, and then we don't know what's happening on. Obviously, we're recording this before New Year's Revolution or whatever it's called, Resolution for SmackDown. So we don't know who's going to show up, what the hell's going to happen. But they definitely need to do more.
I hope they do. I hope they do this every year.
Yeah, like do that. Do a day one. Even maybe throw in like a what did they retire recently? What pay-per-view did they retire? Hell in a Cell or no? Yeah, right. They retired the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, they did.
Right?
No, leave that one retired.
No, not even that. Just like maybe a Hell in a Cell, because they did that during the
do a Hell in a Cell match.
Do a Hell in a Cell match on like a SmackDown or a Raw or something like that.
Cool.
They did it when that was a Rey Mysterio and Roman Reigns. They had a Hell in a Cell match on SmackDown.
They should do that more in the fall too. Like,
yeah, so like I'm looking forward to maybe bring back some old pay-per-views and make them branded shows, kind of like NXT does with like most of those shows aren't their PLEs. They're with what was it? What do they have during the summer? It's Great American Bash, like that type of stuff. Like bring back some old
Let's see some Starrcade, baby.
Starrcade, maybe in your house. Actually, no,
there you go.
He already is in your house. Armageddon, wasn't that another?
Yeah, Armageddon was one. Bad Blood. I don't know if they'll do Bad Blood, but
Bad Blood. Well, yeah, they might not be. I mean,
Armageddon.
Armageddon might be a good one. So
No Mercy.
No Mercy. Extreme Rules, because they got rid of that, right? That's not a pay-per-view anymore.
Right.
Do like an Extreme Rules Raw.
Right.
Extreme Rules edition. And like
that'd be cool.
Yeah, so like I like it. I like having like a kind of like a theme going.
Especially now since they don't have a December PLE anymore, at least on the main roster. This is a good way to kind of build towards something, and then you get ready for the Royal Rumble. So, because now next Monday, I expect obviously, hey, we're gonna start kicking off Royal Rumble. Because we about 2.5 weeks out.
Yep.
Until then,
yeah.
So.
And they kind of did already. I mean, with this day one show, they did kind of make some interesting choices for.
Yeah, they did. So, I guess we'll start in the big news. Triple H had teased earlier in the weekend, I think like Friday or something like that. There's going to be a former WWE champion to make an appearance.
Yeah,
I honestly up until I think Seth had put in quick cheap plug. I think he put this in the Turnbuckle Tavern Facebook group. The picture with Dwayne and Lee Corso from college football, college game. Oh yeah,
he was
and Nick Khan was in the background in the shadows. Yeah. His handler.
Yeah, pretty much. His best friend for forever.
Right. I think the speculation was potentially maybe Sasha or Mercedes. That was one of the speculations.
Yep.
Or he said WWE champion, maybe a former mid-card champion, meaning like Andrade. I don't think people were thinking an actual WWE World Heavyweight Champion, former World Champion.
I was thinking maybe Big E making his return to the ring,
okay,
doing something like that. But
yeah. I was thinking it was going to be Andrade. I was kind of in that camp. I was definitely intrigued to see who they came out, so they did a good job.
Yeah.
And then Jinder, of course, comes out.
He's a former champion. So
he's a former champion.
Yeah.
I actually love this. So
I was reading, so I didn't get to see it initially when it happened. So I just seen people's reactions. They're like, "What the hell is this?"
The crowd just fucking booed.
Dude, they sucked the whole like.
No,
oh God,
it was great.
What the hell?
No,
what the hell are they doing? Why would they do this? Raw sucks. Triple H sucks.
That
He's
was
not
awesome.
the Booker of the Year. All this stuff. It's like
it's a swerve, bro.
You don't even know what's gonna happen. Like, this is the thing. Like, no more reacting to stuff for me. I'm watching it all the way through and then react afterwards.
Yeah,
because once you react right away, you're like, now you look like a dickhead because you sit there poo pooing something that you even. The dude just walked out. Like, let him talk and see who interrupts him. At least.
I definitely, whenever he came out, I'm like, okay, it's not Andrade. It's definitely The Rock. 100%.
Or Stone Cold, it could have been too. That was another.
Could have been, but I was really expecting The Rock.
Drop the stunner on him because he's talking about the USA and all this stuff, and could have been Sergeant Slaughter. That would have been cool.
Oh God,
he's a former champion.
He is a former champion.
And he was talking about Sheik too, Iron Sheik. So I was like,
Sheiky baby.
I was like, yo, dude. In my mind, I'm like, dude, if he walks out right now, Sergeant Slaughter, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. I would have popped anyway. It's fucking Sergeant Slaughter. He puts him in the Cobra clutch.
I would have definitely been like, what the fuck? Yeah. I kept, but at that point, I was like pretty certain. I was like, it's gonna be The Rock. The Rock's coming out. And again, like you said, just wait to see how things react. But I was just like, yawn. Rock's gonna come out, beat another Jobert.
Yeah.
Leave, whatever, do his little pose.
Yep.
Pop the little eyebrow.
Yeah.
Take a couple pictures, say hi to the kids. But before he did that, of course, he drops some interesting lines. Says, "San Diego, The Rock's hungry, and The Rock likes to sit. Go to a restaurant. He can sit in different places. Should he sit in a booth? Should he sit at the bar? Or should he sit at the head of the table?" Perfect line, mic drop, out, done.
Well, I thought he said something like, judging from your reaction. I think I know where I'm going, or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but anyway, it was just a best, great way to cap it. So I know you said you're not doing predictions, but we got to do it. We are a podcast.
Or booking. I'm not booking anything.
Yeah. Okay, well, where do you book The Rock?
I kind of like foreshadowed this a little bit. We don't know what's going to happen on SmackDown. We don't know if he's going to show up on SmackDown. Yeah, and that's the thing. Everyone's getting all excited about The Rock, but he might not show up again.
No, I don't think I don't think he'll be on SmackDown.
No, it's what I mean. That's the whole thing. So like everyone wants to get excited about the possibility of him and Roman, but when is he going to have the time to actually make a storyline happen?
Oh, he'll make time, without a doubt. I mean, obviously you have this triple threat match this Friday.
You have to see who.
I feel like you got to have Roman there.
He's going to be there. He already commented on that.
Oh, he did. Yeah, that's right.
The crying, laughing emoji.
Yeah,
dude. And here's the other thing that people are not gonna like really think about is he's gonna fucking flame the shit out of The Rock, dude.
Well, I mean, The Rock will come back with it too, though.
It's gonna be like the John Cena level shit. not going to be.
Man, you're giving Roman way too much credit.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. This is the only thing I'm
giving Roman way. You're forgetting about Succotash.
No, but he's a little bit different now. You see what he had. You see what he did to Cody, dude.
No, I'm sorry. But
what does The Rock have?
It's
nursery
The Rock.
rhymes.
It's The Rock.
It's the nursery rhymes. That shit doesn't work.
No.
I'm telling you.
No.
I'm telling you, dude.
This isn't him with Austin Theory, okay? Like, no, bro. Like, no.
I'm telling you.
The Rock is one of the greatest on the mics of all time. Like, Mount Rushmore mic guy, stick man, is The Rock.
I don't know. I don't see Roman being the underdog or being the not being the alpha in that exchange. Personally, I don't see it happening.
It's The Rock, man.
I don't care who it is.
Dwayne Johnson.
I don't care. This guy's been on top of fucking almost 4 years. You think he's gonna let The Rock?
Dwayne Johnson's been on top of the mountain, the entertainment world.
No, we're talking about
20
keeping
years.
it wrestling. We're keeping it to the wrestling world. Let's keep it to the world of wrestling.
Yeah, it's still The Rock, though.
I don't care. It's not. I'm telling you. You can say it now. You can quote me. Do whatever you want. Take this clip. Put it on fucking.
Well,
on
this is a great.
media.
This is a great clip right here. Actually, we're gonna use this.
He's gonna flame The Rock. I'm telling you. He's not letting The Rock walk in and think he's gonna get in the back of the line with everybody else, with Cody, with all these people like Randy Orton, AJ Styles. You ain't coming in here getting a title shot from me. Get your asses back. I'm telling you, that's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
He's
not gonna little bro him. He's gonna flame him, dude.
You think Roman Reigns is gonna flame Dwayne?
It's gloves off. It's gonna be the same thing that happened with
what
John
does
Cena
he have?
and The
What
Rock.
does he have to say?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not Roman Reigns. I don't know what he's gonna say, but they're personal. I mean, they know each other. They grew up together. They're actual family, so he could say a lot of shit about The Rock that we don't know.
So can
about.
Dwayne, though.
What is it? What'd you say?
So can Dwayne. He could call him so. He could call him Smo Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Hey, Smo Joe, get your ass back to All Elite World.
But no, I'm telling.
That would be freaking hilarious if he did something like that.
Because he did the same thing. He did it to Randy Orton. The shit ain't 2007. You know who you like. I'm telling
that wasn't
you,
that memorable though.
No, but I'm saying like he's don't put it past him to say shit to The Rock.
I mean,
like,
I'm not saying the Roman's not gonna. He's not gonna get. He's not gonna get his. But it's like it's The Rock. Like The Rock. To me, you're making it seem like Roman's just gonna come in there and bury him.
I'm not saying he's gonna bury him. He's gonna get the better of him though. I know you can't see it because you're in the bubble. You're in the Rock is the greatest on the mic thing. I'm looking on the outside. I'm looking at what Roman is now. Almost 4 years.
I think you're in Anthony's bubbles, which back in Lynch classes.
Oh, not yet. But no, I'm looking at a guy that's been on top of 4 years, has decimated pretty much the whole roster. He's not letting The Rock come in and treat him like a little brother. That's not happening. I'm telling you.
We'll see.
He's gonna get that he does that like does that laugh. It's just that dude. Yeah, I'm telling you. Once he does that, I'm telling you, it's gonna be entertaining. He has Paul Heyman writing his shit, dude, too. Probably.
This cameraman right here. This is my cameraman.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, you think he was like a little like arrogant when he was like doing like the Logan Paul shit. That whole promo he cut when he was it was before the match at Crown Jewel was on Raw, and he's walking back and he's like talking to the camera. He's like, I'm sick and tired of everybody thinking they could knock me out. Nobody could he's gonna get on that level.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Honestly, I think that's here we go. Hot take right here.
Hot takes here. Get your hot takes here.
I think that promo's a little bit overrated, to be honest with you.
It was pretty good though. It wasn't like
it's overrated.
It wasn't like jaw dropping, like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever.
It's overrated. Yeah.
But he doesn't do that enough. That's the thing.
I like this one.
it's different. That's the other thing too. Like everyone, like you got to think it's a different Roman Reigns, dude. It's like I said, it's a dude that's been on top for, like I said, almost 4 years right now. With the
Suckering
title.
soccer tash.
Yeah, I mean that was how long ago was that? Come on, it's like 10 years ago, dude. That's in the past. Like you said when Seth Rollins, man, you're still thinking about the past. It's in the past now, man. This is God mode. He's in God mode now. What's wrong with you? You know, I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
Well, all right. Well, let's talk about this. So, Rock Roman. There we go. I mean, obviously, we're going to it. That's the path we're going to at some point.
Where does it happen? That's the other thing.
Yeah.
Where does this match happen? Does it happen at Elimination Chamber?
Right.
Or does it happen at WrestleMania?
I mean,
I heard rumors that he was locked into Elimination Chamber. He's making an appearance at Elimination Chamber, supposedly.
The Rock is?
The Rock, yeah. Not sure in what capacity. If it's in a match or if it's just, him showing up.
I mean, to be honest with you, tickets are sold in Philly.
No, it was already. I mean, WrestleMania's already sold out, so they don't need The Rock like there.
That's what I'm saying. So, and you want to keep building this, invincibility to Roman, especially for whoever wins. I think you do it in Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's what it's like. And obviously, I'm sure you read all the comments and people saying, "You're an idiot if you think The Rock's going to show up and go to Elimination Chamber, second rate."
Tyson agrees with us.
Yeah, a lot of there's a lot of people saying like, "You got to have Rock and Roman at WrestleMania." No, you don't. They already sold the tickets.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
And I don't think that's really the best idea. I mean, Ace said this a couple months ago, whenever Rock made his appearance, and something he said and completely rings true. Imagine Dwayne Johnson in his heyday in 1999, and Bruno Sammartino came back and said, "I'm coming to get mines again."
Yeah. Yep.
Nobody would go for that.
Yeah.
So, obviously we're comparing apples and oranges there. I mean, Dwayne Johnson versus Bruno Sammartino. Come on. I mean, New York lore. He's, Bruno Sammartino still talked about to this day, obviously. But
yeah,
when we talk about international level, not a lot of people know who Bruno is compared to Dwayne. So, I mean, I just think and I think even Chad said it best somewhere in the chat, maybe either in our chat or in the Facebook group, just the last Infinity Stone, for Roman.
Just another notch in the belt of the tribal chief. That's what, and it's one of those things too. When you're all excited that he's back and stuff like that, but like, I mean, I'm probably like the only like wrestling fan in the world that's. I don't want to say I'm not excited that he's back.
I'm kind of right there with you, actually, but keep going. I think I'm right there with you.
But it's not. So much has changed since he's been gone. And it's like, yes, it's a nostalgia thing. Yes, it's The Rock. It's biggest star in the world, pretty much, as far as movies and TV goes. But at the same time, I could care less if he's at WrestleMania fighting Roman Reigns.
I say
if I'm a Rock fan, I want to see him wrestle. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be at WrestleMania. It could be at Royal Rumble.
Right.
I'll watch him anywhere.
Right. Exactly.
He doesn't have to be at, like we just said this. He doesn't have to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him in Mania. To be honest,
I don't either.
I think he has a match. He loses to Roman. It's been a career, folks. Goes in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I think so. It's
good way to put him in the Hall of Fame. WrestleMania 40.
And again, it's one of those things where like, he said what he said on Monday Night Raw, and now what? He's not going to show up again until we still haven't had Royal Rumble yet. Like that still has to happen. That's the other thing. Like
you gotta let that play out. But I mean,
yeah, that's another thing. But
it doesn't take much though. It doesn't take much for the story. It's easy.
No, I know exactly. Well, yeah, Rock coming back and
it's easy. All you have to you have The Rock do a 2-minute Instagram video, post that on WWE. Dunzo. That's all you got to do. It's easy. You don't need him to show up. You don't.
Yeah, you don't. No, it's my thing is more or less like we're thinking Elimination Chamber and Royal Rumble hasn't happened yet. We still have
Right.
contenders for Roman Reigns now, not even WrestleMania or Elimination Chamber. And
Yeah, and that's a good point. It kind of almost sours the whole.
we kind of alluded to this already. Like
the Royal Rumble match, whatever's going to happen.
There's a lot happening. It's like, like you said, we have the triple threat coming up. Whoever wins faces Roman, but then there's a possibility of a fluke finish, and it might be a fatal 4-way at Royal Rumble.
Who's to say? I'll say this: put my booking hat on. Who's to say that Rock and Roman face off without the title?
That's it, and that's another possibility. Can you, we talk about we're kind of dismissing the Royal Rumble match because whoever it's going to be that's it. So that's the other thing too. Like, there's so many possibilities because a lot of like you just said, you don't need it. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be for a title if Roman and Rock went for it. It was mainly going to be who's the main member of the family, essentially, who's the real tribal chief of the Samoan dynasty, however you want to put it that way. So like Roman could lose his title before then. We don't even know. Like, does he lose it at Royal Rumble? I've seen like some comments of people saying I'm not taking any credit. Maybe Randy Orton beats Roman at Royal Rumble.
Or LA Knight. Maybe they just say, hey, fuck it. Let's
as far as the finishing the story thing with Cody.
Oh, I got you.
He faces Randy Orton because there is a natural story.
Right.
So maybe Randy goes in as champion and Cody takes the title off of Randy Orton. That's a possibility. Yeah. I don't see LA Knight winning at any time, especially with The Rock coming back and fucking CM Punk. LA, get back to the fucking back of the line.
I'm just throwing out the possibilities. Am I serious about him? No, but
AJ Styles, as much as I would want to see him be back in the world title picture, no, he's another guy that I think Roman did face him back in did he face him in 2016? Yeah, he did, right? He already faced Roman Reigns before. Big dog Roman Reigns, right? Yeah, AJ Styles, and
I think so.
So that's all I go. I mean, I'd be interested to see that match if he does win the triple threat. But yeah, there's so many ways you could go with. And like I said, Cody. That's another. You got AJ Styles. You got freaking Randy Orton, LA Knight. Now The Rock shows up. I mean, CM Punk. Then The Rock shows up. And now you have Cody. You have all these people possibly going after Roman Reigns. The other thing too is does that with CM Punk? Obviously, he's supposed to be headlining WrestleMania. That's his. I'm convinced he's gonna win now, the Royal Rumble. That's just from seeing The Rock show up. The trajectory that Cody Rhodes looks like he's going on, I think CM Punk is winning the Rumble, and I think he's calling out Seth Rollins.
Yeah,
and that's going to main event or night one or whatever. And do you want The Rock coming back and taking someone's spot for the fucking main event spot?
I wouldn't mind him taking Pepsi Phil's spot again.
Yeah, I don't. It's man, what do you there's so many scenarios. What do you have thought? What do you see?
It's really hard to compartmentalize everything, honestly.
Does Cody step in to this Roman Reigns Rock thing and go, hey, Rock, I respect you. I respect everything you've done for the business, but I got to finish my story.
This whole situation right here, this right here, the way they're booking this is exactly why, in my opinion, even though I love AEW and like I said, I'll lean that way. This is why right here, and Seth Phelps mark it right here. This is why they are beating AEW right now. I mean, this is great booking. I mean, in my opinion, this world title picture. You don't know what's happening.
No clue,
It's very, very, very intriguing. It generates interest. You could say what you want, and look, I don't like exactly how CM Punk, the whole that situation happened. Still don't like it.
Yeah.
But you can't deny it's drawing interest. Cody still is hotter than ever. Seth Rollins is hot. Roman, you got Rock. I mean, AJ, Randy, Drew. I mean, it's just
LA Knight.
It's Attitude Era. It's better than Attitude Era. Like the roster. It's when we look at this 20 years from now, we're like, man, just think they had all those guys.
Jeez, dude.
It's stacked. It is 100% stacked. So, I mean, good on them for doing it, for sure. So, kudos.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, it's crazy. Like, do you like I said, do you inject Cody into that, like to try to intercept that storyline and say, like I said, hey, maybe The Rock comes out one night, starts to cut his promo. It's on a Raw. It's not
it doesn't matter what you want to talk about.
Yeah. So what do you want? It doesn't matter now. But does he come out and with all due respect, Rock, I respect everything you do, blah blah. But I have to finish my story, and I can't let you get in the way of. Does that set up a match?
If he said something like that, that would kill Cody Rhodes there.
What do you mean? Like saying like?
Thank you, Mr. Rock, for coming over, Mr. Dwayne Johnson. I think I was a really big fan of you in the Attitude Era, but sir, excuse me, I have to finish my story. Dude, the fans would kill him for that. If he does something like that, he's got back. Fuck you. This is mine. Get the fucking back in the line. I don't care who you are. That's what you got to see.
And does that set up they set up a match at Elimination Chamber with Cody versus The Rock, dude? That'd be sick.
That'd be tight. That'd be really tight.
And then whoever wins faces Roman Reigns or some stupid shit like that.
There's many possibilities. Many possibilities. And look, I really don't have that much time to lay everything out if you think about it, because you got 3 weeks to the Rumble, then you got the Rumble, then you got another 3 weeks to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
But like I said, you don't need a whole lot. If you're gonna do Roman Rock at Elimination Chamber, you don't need that much time, to be honest with you. You do maybe a SmackDown appearance with Rock and Roman together in the ring, doing a contract signing, whatever. And then that's it. That's all you need. You need one appearance from Rock. I'm pretty sure he'll give one appearance.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what happens at Royal Rumble. Does he make an appearance at Royal Rumble?
It's in Tampa.
True.
I mean, I think he has a house in Miami.
Yeah.
So, Miami to Tampa, that's not that far. So,
yeah.
Who knows?
Insane.
Who effing knows?
It's just like I said, it's too wild to predict nowadays. With it
is. It really is. Our prediction title, the triple P.
The triple P.
The triple P.
Oh, speaking of that, what did you think of the new design of the AEW?
I'm not a fan.
Supposed new design. It's
not a fan.
rumor.
Don't like it. I like the triple B. Just leave the triple B as it is.
Now it looks like they're going for more like more,
at least like a brown leather, like it has, Didn't have to be Burberry, but
it seems like they're going like the WWE route with the side plate, so they can gift it to.
Hate it.
Insert. Team hair or whatever.
Yeah,
that's what
hate
it
it.
looks like anyway.
Hate it.
You don't like where it says it actually says All Elite Wrestling in the middle of it and all that stuff. No.
Hate it. Don't like it. It looks fake. To be honest with you. So we'll see. I mean, is what it is. I think the original title has got a classier look, makes it look more like the old NWA World Heavyweight title.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like the old design of it.
Yeah.
What else? What was I going to bring up?
Well, we can talk the rest. Are we done with the Roman Rock for now?
I think so. I mean, there's
Okay.
really not much.
We've gone about 20 minutes on the Roman Rock here.
Yeah, no,
actually, almost 30 minutes. Let's kind of talk about everything else with day one. We kind of talked about Nia and Becky. Interesting blood spot there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a planned spot or not. I don't think it was. If it's not, good Lord, why the fuck is Nia Jax in the ring?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was watching that match last. It was that I thought it was like for her it was a good match. I think Becky gave her a really good match. That's kind of crazy to say.
But I couldn't tell if that was a planned spot or not because I kind of missed it.
I think it was planned.
Yeah.
Just to like play off of the
because they did play off of like, oh, he left her bleed, she left her bleeding again, and normally like WWE would just cut away from it, especially on the top of the show like that.
Yeah,
at the 7 o'clock hour, they must have. It's kind of it's kind of interesting, a little bit on the edgy side, I guess.
Yeah,
for them.
They're posting it everywhere, so yeah, I don't think it's I think it was planned.
Yeah,
not sure where they're going with her losing though. That was kind of a shock. Are they continuing this feud?
I don't know.
I'll
tell you what. Obviously, we'd already talked about our, and we didn't talk about predictions or anything like that. I don't know if we'll have time to do that, but I know last week we said, Rhea was our, the female wrestler of the year, but you can't deny Becky. She's been pretty.
Yeah.
She's been there, she's been there for some big spots and has had some really elevated in the women's division in my eyes with her storytelling ability,
Yep.
So definitely like a lot better year from the man.
Yeah.
And I do expect her, we're talking predictions. I expect her to be on the top by the end of the year, at least holding some gold.
Yeah, I think so.
I think it's time for her to hold some more gold.
Do you think she gets back in the for as far as like the title position? Is she like Rhea? Does she go after Rhea?
I think so.
It's really just between Nia and Becky, right? That's probably going to be like Rhea's next opponent.
I guess.
Anyway,
yeah. I guess
unless Jade shows up.
Yeah, the match with Ivy Nile last night was fine.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's a good match, but I mean. The problem with Rhea is in the women's division as a whole is like there's just no competition. So when you go up against somebody that hasn't even had a singles match yet, in the main roster, it's like, come on, like how much am I supposed to buy this? So,
it almost seems like Rhea needs to be on SmackDown for competition. It seems like you have Asuka, Bayley, freaking Io, Kairi Sane, freaking. Who else? Bianca.
Yeah, it was a good match though. I mean, Ivy did a good job. I mean, I actually like her.
She was at the house show I went to or the holiday tour show. It was a triple threat between Ivy, Rhea, and was it Shayna Baszler, I think,
for the title.
Yeah,
for the Strizette.
It was pretty good. It was a decent match. Ivy Nile, she's really good. She's physically strong too, which is believable.
I think she's like a CrossFit champion or something.
Yeah, she can pick up Rhea and pick up a lot of those women there. So it's kind of she's more believable in that sense.
Mm-hmm. But, she definitely has a believability, and like she's gonna be fine. I mean, obviously, but it's just like I'm really left to believe like. You're gonna sit here and beat Rhea Ripley, really?
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't want to give away the whole milk, give away the cow, so to speak.
Yeah.
But and I get that, but give me a competitive match, somebody,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with the brand split, especially with the women's division. That's. It's hurting the women's division as a whole.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, because there's not enough time to elevate the mid card of the women. And, people say, including myself, AEW hurts, women's division, which they do. WWE doesn't do it much better. So
Yeah.
Anyways, but those two women's matches were solid. Poor Giovanni Vinci got
Oh man, almost died in there, huh?
got smoked with Kofi in his chalk line shorts.
That's right.
Comfy Kofi.
He what was it, like a drop kick or something?
Yeah, just missed.
He hit him
drop
with.
kick.
He get stunned him a little bit, huh?
Yeah, got him. You got, son.
They had to throw up the X for Giovanni Vinci.
Hit him with that X.
That was messed up.
X go give it to you. Yeah, but he is fine, by the way.
Yeah,
he did come out and tweet that he's okay. Got shook up a little bit. So I'm sure he'll maybe at least a couple weeks he'll be out.
Concussion protocol.
Yeah. They do take that stuff serious. So
yeah, especially that one. That was
that was a rough one.
He was loopy. It didn't even look like much though. Like when they showed the
not live action. You've honestly I've seen worse.
Yeah, dude, that's why.
But I think it was just the way. Like I think he got him flush. It looked like Kofi was just a little late on it.
Yeah,
you could tell he definitely was like he felt bad about it. Like,
yeah,
Kofi, he was like, oh shit.
Go back there and just do your apologies. Like, hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's not ballet, as they say.
Oh man. But good. And then main event.
Oh man.
Drew Seth. We've been talking about it for the last couple of weeks. Thought maybe Seth would drop it here potentially.
That's what I thought.
I thought we were going to get the cash in too. I really thought this time we were going to get the cash in. He gets thwarted by Drew. What did you think of the almost pin?
I do like. So here's what I like. I like how he's not losing straight up. Like it's not like Seth Rollins is beating him. Like did he beat him? He beat him clean. Which match was it? Was it the first match that they had?
I think so. Yeah.
He made the mistake.
Yeah,
he did some. So basically, I like how they're doing each match that he's had with Seth. It's like he's making the mistakes.
Right.
Like he's not taking advantage when he should. Well, not this last match anyway, but this match, he got the distraction from Judgment Day, and he took out both Judgment Day. Who was it? Damian Priest and Dominic, right? That came out.
Yeah.
So that was a distraction, and then him, not being ring aware, him pinning Seth. And then so it wasn't that Seth put his foot on the rope. He did it. He pinned Seth, he pulled his leg far enough where his foot touched the rope. So it's it's his fault that he lost. It wasn't Seth Rollins beat him clean.
Yeah.
He did the right thing. He took him out with the Claymore kick, all that stuff. But
my thing is man, that in kayfabe world, man, that referee is really good. He needs to go to the NFL because they don't have refs like that at all in the NFL. Catching something like that.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Well, he's not on the take. That's why those referees aren't on the. They're not on the take. They're not taking any bribes.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. They're on the up and up.
Yeah. I don't know. That was my only thing, but it was fine.
I get what they're doing. It's more Drew McIntyre.
It was definitely exciting because that was it.
Yeah, I was like, it's over. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then I like give more things to complain, like Seth Rollins. Drew McIntyre will come out and complain. Judgment Day got my way. I made the mistake of pinning, Seth Rollins too close to the ropes. That type of stuff. So it's not like, Seth Rollins is he's beating himself. That's why that's what the storyline is for me. Anyway. That's what it seems like. It's like he's kind of eating himself alive, trying to get revenge, that he's not focused on what he's supposed to be doing. So it's kind of blind rage where he's just I got to get this done. But then he's at the same time, he's not being aware of his surroundings and what he's supposed to do. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably reading too much into it, but that's
no,
what it looks
no,
like.
I think you're.
That's what it seems like to me anyway. It's like he's beating
it's good.
himself, not really Seth Rollins beating him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like anyway. But who knows? He might win the Rumble. He could
Yeah.
be a contender to win the Rumble, and
For sure.
who knows? I don't know. That's the other thing. No CM Punk too on day one.
Yeah.
No, didn't show up.
He'll be back next Monday.
I think did they advertise him for next Monday? I think
They did.
They may have, yeah. So he'll be back. I'm sure he'll have some things to say about The Rock showing up, and
he's going to be in New Orleans a couple weeks too.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll
but
see.
I'm not going to that show. So
does he call out Roman again, like he did on SmackDown? I don't know. That'll be interesting.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
If he calls out the Roman dude, that's now I'm out of it.
Not predicting.
You have The Rock, fucking Cody, everyone in line, dude.
Yeah, everybody.
It's I like it though. I like that Roman.
I called the tribal chief. I said, "Look, I'll put up my Raw Down title. I'll put up the Triple P.
Take some of the heat off of him. Take some of the heat off of him, and take some of his challengers that he has coming. Damn, dude, it's like I said, fun times for
it is
for
fun.
us anyway. We get to speculate for the next few months.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Lots to talk
Especially
about.
if we hear at Royal Rumble that number 30. Imagine that.
Dun, dun. And that's the thing. That music is not trademarked to AEW.
Yeah, no, it isn't. It's public.
It's public
domain.
And don't you think that they're not going to use that? So
watch, you'll see a news thing saying WWE purchased the rights to
oh my gosh,
MJF song, and then you'll know. It's like, all right. We know where he's going.
Yeah, because they love to spoil it. So
someone will find it out. Someone will find out. That's how they
right.
like read it.
But they also love to spoil it too. So
yeah, that's true.
Like they did with Jade.
That is true. The recent Fightful likes to do that. Recent, trademark filings and shit like that.
Stupid. It's so stupid. I hate that.
I don't want to read. I don't read any of that stuff. I want to be surprised nowadays.
Right. That's why you watch Turnbuckle Tavern and get a good genuine fan reaction.
Exactly.
Watch it right here on Patreon.
No dirt sheet stuff over here. All right,
dirt sheets.
Pure speculation on our side.
Anything else we want to talk about? Do we want to quickly do some predictions of 2024?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's let's do WWE predictions. Let's see.
We did advertise it, so let's make sure at least we go with that. We ended up having a lot to talk about, but just some quick predictions. What you got?
I hate to say this, but I definitely think Cody definitely finishes the story.
Okay.
Not sure when. What the hell is happening nowadays, but hopefully it's at Mania. The city of brotherly love.
Okay.
Seems like it's like a perfect, ending to it, but who the hell knows what's happening now with all this hoopla.
Right.
I definitely think we see CM Punk and Seth Rollins as well. I don't think CM Punk wins though. I think it's just a money match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins walks away. You think I don't know. I don't think he needs to win a title. Personally, I think he's just happy with main eventing Mania.
Right.
That's what he wants to do.
He's there to make money. He's not there to make friends.
Yeah, exactly. So, he's the top merch seller right now in Pro Wrestling Tees and WWE. Actually, I was watching someone's posting, but you know what? He's there's no star power. No one cares about CM Punk. He's not popular. What does everyone know? Apparently, he isn't. He's selling merch across 2 different organizations right now. So
he's a sellout, though. So.
What do we know? But yeah, that Jade Cargill definitely makes her debut.
Mm-hmm.
That's my prediction.
I think this was my prediction last year. It didn't come true, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it again this year because I think you still have possibility of this. I think we'll see the 6-man title make it come back.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, I can see. Yeah, because there were rumblings of that.
Yeah,
Late last year, and then it kind
trio
of
or trio style, whatever you want to call it.
yeah fizzled out a little bit. And then we kind of talked about this last week. More crossover shows, or more like talent going over to different, like with AJPW. I think we'll start seeing stuff like that.
I have another prediction too. This is off camera, behind the scenes. I think we're gonna get some more Vince dirt this year.
Vince dirt.
Yeah.
Oh, to like finally just
something's gonna come out about Vince. Something major is gonna happen with Vince.
Yeah, I feel it's been too quiet. You're right.
Yeah.
And they are kind of like, he is not really a owner anymore of WWE. He's kind of like completely out of the loop with the board of directors as far as ownership goes.
Mm-hmm.
Endeavor pretty much controls WWE and owns it now. So
right.
Yeah, you're probably right. That's probably going to happen.
We're going to get that. I think we're going to get that. I don't know if it's a documentary or a biop, but I know he's controlling it.
Netflix. Too. Yes, the Netflix documentary.
I think that's coming out this year. So
I
think that's going to cause some more juice to come out.
Is it? It's not. It's unauthorized. I thought it was.
I think it's authorized. I'm pretty.
Yeah, that was something they were working on, right?
WWE, yeah, but I think because of that's coming out, I think it's an unauthorized version.
Oh, okay. So you think there's going to be coinciding with that,
or some more dirt's going to come in. It's going to drag up some more dirt. People are going to come out of the woodworks when that stuff gets released. So,
oh boy,
so
yeah. I mean, judging from the entertainment industry, and setting the mood of last year, the last few months of last year with all the allegations and stuff that have been popping out with all our a lot of our well-known musicians and men in higher positions. Yeah, I can see this. I can see that happening. I can see Vince popping up in some.
Let's see. I do think we'll have, I'm gonna say, 2 people currently on the WWE roster go to AEW.
Think so, huh?
And I'm
vice
gonna say
versa.
2, and at least 2, not maybe 3, come over
from AEW to WWE. Huh.
I think we can get some more shakeups this year. I mean, I'm not saying like major talent. One that comes to mind, I think Drew. I think eventually there's just going to be no spot really for him, especially if MJF leaves.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good opportunity to just be like, oh well, let me just see what happens on the other side.
Yeah.
I think because the reason why I said that, Tony Khan said he's going to be aggressive in free agency this year. So
yeah. Who's the other person?
I don't know. Like I said, just 2. I'm not going to count Mercedes if she signs, because she's not on the WWE roster now.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
I'm gonna go Chad Gable.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad Gable.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
and who from the AEW side do you see? You think?
I mean, potential MJF. We talked about. Let's see. I could see potentially, and I'm just speculating because I don't know any contracts or anything like that. I'll go Jamie Hayter.
Okay, I was gonna say a female. I was gonna say Brett, dude.
Brett's could be a possibility.
Brett making the jump, man.
Yeah.
Want to get I guess I always say this. Obviously, I'm not a wrestler, but I would think, as a wrestler, as a performer, and being a longtime fan and becoming a wrestler, your goal at some point is to fucking be in at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the it was Cody's goal. He fucking left a company he built from the ground up just so he can main event WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's, like I said, as much as people like say, oh, WWE sucks, blah, blah, blah. You don't know what they like the performers themselves think. You don't know what,
It all depends on what you rate your success on.
Exactly.
Cardona says it all the time.
Yeah.
Whatever you rate success on, whether it be, look, I'm here to make money, I'm here to build a company, I'm here to whatever you think, hey, I'm successful in this, whatever your goals are.
Yeah.
But and that's the beauty thing of having AEW and WWE and TNA and GCW and New Japan and all these companies that flourish, is it gives wrestlers, a lot stronger ability to access their goals.
Yeah. But yeah, like I always say, like I think if you would ask like any like wrestler, you would say like, would they like to perform at like a Mania? Why not? I mean, why wouldn't that would be like
why wouldn't you?
Like I was like
it's a Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl of pro wrestling.
Yeah, like I was like my son was watching the hell was it? Which WrestleMania was it? He's watching Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns, that match.
Oh, last year's
at the SoFi Stadium. Dude, the amount of people at that stadium, like that's like as a wrestler, as a performer, like how crazy is that? Like you walk down that aisle and there's like almost like 100,000 plus people there.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like, I mean, I shouldn't discount what do you call it? All In, right? Or all am I wrong? Is it All Out or All In?
All in, yeah.
All In, yeah. Like that's amazing in itself. Like that amount of people, dude. Like,
yeah.
If you could make one of those shows like your destination, I think that's what it comes to. Or a Wrestle Kingdom or something like that too. At the what's that stadium called where they do Wrestle Kingdom? It's
Tokyo Dome.
Tokyo Dome, yes. Doing that like Wrestle Kingdom, WrestleMania, like I think that has to be a goal for a lot of wrestlers out there, dude. Like, and like you said, it's whatever happiness brings. If it comes that way, like if your happiness is, being on the indies, making money, that's fine. And at some point, if you get called up and they're like, hey, you want to be a part of this? Yeah, that's just another, icing on the cake, essentially. But yeah. I think if you want to be like a superstar or something like that, like a MJF, guarantee he wants to be front and center at a WrestleMania one day as the main event guy. There's no doubt in my mind that he would
sure.
Something like
I'm
that.
Sure. Yeah, like I said, I don't disagree. But
what about a Kenny Omega? What if he jumps to WWE at some point?
Well, he just signed that contract.
I know, yeah. I know. Dude, I'd love to see a fucking Mania entrance from Kenny Omega, dude. Be fucking sick. Especially judging off of his Tokyo Dome entrances that he had. Oh,
they were really good.
We could see Okada. No, I'm joking.
Well,
isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, he's a free agent. Yeah,
that's right. He's a free agent. He hasn't signed to AEW yet either. So
never know.
This year's gonna be crazy.
Crazy 2024. All right, I think it's that time.
Hey yo.
Survey time. Okay, not survey time, but Marco, what's going on with Chick Foley?
Oh man, new episode of the Goal Line out. I believe we're recording our Chickies episode this week. We have a guest with us this episode, none other than the OG Fig Kid.
Nice.
Tom will be joining us. He'll I think it's his first ever appearance on the Chick Foley show, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Yeah, so that's going to be exciting. We're bringing him on. Obviously, new episode out of the Chick Foley show that we recorded last week, kind of like a year-end deal where it was like, Christmas / mailbag questions and stuff like that. So definitely check that out. New episode of Open Mic. Most likely will be dropping this week. I believe that episode is Gold Bars and Hooks. If you're not following him on Instagram, definitely do. Post a lot of awesome wrestling content and stuff like that. So I chat with him. And then just, gearing up for some more interviews. Trying to have a list of people that I got to reach out to, and hopefully we can make this 2024 a good one.
Oh yeah,
see what happens.
That sounds spectacular. Yeah, I kind of with everything going on, I'm really focused on trying to get the Patreon kind of up and going. So I haven't really had time to focus on coming down the aisle stuff, but I will get back to it. Next week I'll be in Houston. I'll be in H-Town too. So I'll try to put out a quick episode next week for everybody. I'm not sure if I have any guests, but I do need to put something out. So just stay tuned. Everything coming down the aisle. Head over to Coming Down the Aisle on Instagram, comingdowntheaislepod.com. And for everything going on there. Of course, head of Pod Foundation. Check out our friends at Extra Cooler Show. Don't forget them. And of course, like you mentioned, Chick Foley, all our friends, everybody in the Pod Foundation. I'm sure Miles and I will be recording a list as well too coming up. So just stay tuned for all that good action. Let's get into it. Yeah, generic rock music. We like it. Of course, the Patreon, folks. Make sure you join the Patreon. Head over to theturnbuckletavern.com. Only $2.99 to get you access to the Facebook group, get you access to live videos, get you access to a lot of exclusive content, everything that's just what everybody wants. And look, we're starting off 2024 with a hot group, trying to build a community, have fun within the wrestling group. If you want a good place to have good, honest talk about wrestling, head over to theturnbuckletavern.com. Join the Patreon. Of course, we still have our audio free on Apple and Spotify, and on YouTube. We'll still have a big night for the time being, but eventually that'll get moved over to Patreon as well too.
Oh yeah.
So I believe that's the plan anyway. It could be, but definitely that'll still be on there. So make sure you head over to the Patreon, folks. And of course, if you want to give some other dollar bills, y'all, you can buy one of our t-shirts from ProWrestlingTees.com/tavern. Get a Hollywood Tony, Young Anthony, Boney Schiavone, BoneyCon, MVP Marco, Raw Down shirt, or Teesprings, where you can be a Mr. Backlash. You can be a Raw Down champion, or the classic Raw Down t-shirt. All right, folks, that's gonna be it. Whoops, I forgot to put us back on the video scope here. Here we go. There we are. It's been real, Marco. We're off firing hot. 2024. It's gonna be a good year. I'm excited. But as always,
life sucks, and then you die.